All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is take some leftover mashed potatoes.
From yesterday, I always make extra.
You know what? Sometimes we cook for lots of people, and we always make extra. We don't want anybody to go hungry. So we did have some mashed potatoes left over. Beautiful, wonderful, organic potatoes that you fixed. All right, so what shall we call this?
What do you think?
Cheesy tater cake?
I love it. Anything but the potatoes, you know I love.
Now, we're not doing anything that a million people haven't already done. But over time, we've tried to figure out the consistency we like. We want to get it just like we like it in the taste and so on and so forth. So these are cheesy tater cakes.
Sounds good to me.
Like that?
I love that.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and put some breadcrumbs in there. And I don't know. We went ahead and seasoned those up a little bit too. If you want to put a little onion powder, a little garlic powder. As our friend Justin Wilson would say, onion. I guarantee. I love that guy. He was so entertaining and always had good recipes. And if the recipes weren't good, the show would still be great because of the stories he told. Now, what we're going to do to bind this together is obviously we're going to take some chicken eggs out from underneath our chicken.
Just got these yesterday.
And those are fresh.
Yes, they are.
And so here's something that we want to do. We want to go ahead and put some chives in there.
Ooh.
So what we've got to hold this thing together is the egg and the breadcrumbs.
Yum.
And that and the egg is going to hold us together. And we don't have any bread tonight, so...
It's our bread.
It's our bread.
That's right.
Now what else you want to add to that? A little bit of salt?
Yes. Ooh, this is like the
To taste.
best potatoes ever.
Do you smell that already?
I do. I'm excited about this.
All right, now Mom, whenever she did any kind of fried potatoes or anything, she would put some garlic in there. She always put garlic. So we're going to take some ground garlic, put that in there. And something I'm sorry.
You got a problem with fennel.
I love ground fennel. I'm just
You
going to put a
love your
little bit in
fennel.
there. Just a little bit in that. And you know what else would be good in here as we go along? Just a little bit of thyme.
Thyme's always
Just
good.
a
You're right.
little bit. So again, that's 2 cups of mashed potatoes, approximately. We got to have some pepper. Where's our pepper? There we go. And this is some telecherry we ground. It does not have to be telecherry pepper,
But it's so good.
here it is.
That smells good.
Doesn't it
Smell
though?
that pepper, yeah.
Oh,
I
you know
love that
what?
pepper.
Let's do a little more pepper.
You know, and it doesn't.
See, this pepper does not bother you.
It doesn't ruin anything ever, does it? It's always just makes
Now
it
the
good.
pepper bandit, if he smelled dead, he'd be crawling through the window right now.
Good thing he's not here.
We're going to take some hash browns. How much is in there?
That's a cup. Just about a cup.
About a cup?
Yeah.
Now this will give it a little texture when you're cooking those up in olive oil, by the way. It gives it a little texture, just a little another yum factor.
This is so amazing. This is like my favorite thing.
It is. Let me smell that. Let's see what we need. Oh,
I could just eat that if you warmed it up.
oh. But what's the coup de grace
Gotta
to
have
make
some
these
cheese.
is some cheese.
Oh, yeah.
And this is just different cheeses that we're going to put in here because who doesn't like cheese with their
Right.
potatoes? But look what we got going on here. And I'll tell you what we're going to go on over here is olive oil. An old timer a long time ago said this: do not get in a hurry and you don't need to see smoke in your kitchen. If there's smoke in your kitchen, you probably need a fire extinguisher.
That's right.
We're not going to do anything at extreme heats. It will cook if you let it. And let me tell you this, you say, oh, that's a lot of olive oil. Well, olive oil is good for you.
How is it? That's going to help all your joints,
It's
isn't
delicious.
it?
It is.
It's going to, okay.
Olive oil, I'm sorry, you can't get enough of it.
Okay.
Nice peppery finish.
You're crazy.
I love olive oil. So look at that delicious goodness right there. And I am sure that most people out there have probably made these. So now, Mrs. Farmer is going to scoop up some mashed taters
Just kind of make them even a little bit.
and all the wonderful stuff that's in them. Now see how the frozen hash browns kind of give that a texture and a little fun thing going on inside here. We are going to cook these in real time. And then we're going to set them on warm in the oven. And there's a final little thing that you can do at the end to just make them, put them over the top.
I'm excited. I want to make a bunch. We could make a ton of these and
We can.
eat them all day long.
Oh, I'm telling
Okay.
you, good snack. And there's your mashed potatoes. And again, we've got quite a bit of olive oil in here.
You smell that?
I smell it.
I'm going to have to try one to make sure they're good before you put them away.
That'll cost you $1.
Okay, I got $1.
I made an omelet one time, and it's just so perfect looking. And I put a lot of olive oil in. When I want olive oil in my diet several times a day. I really do. You look at the Mediterranean diets and how people are really doing well with those things. So somebody said, well, you put way too much olive oil in there. Nope, no such thing. And that you put it in there, and the omelet was in there in that beautiful olive oil, and it
was perfect.
You could move it around and turn it over just like you wanted, and that's how, to me, you make the perfect omelet.
And I saved the olive oil, and we make you I could use that every day. Keep making you omelets.
And if you don't have to get it up to the smoke point. Now, the smoke point on olive oil is a little bit higher than what you would think. So it is reusable oil, and if you don't get it up to that smoke point and ruin it, you can reuse it. And we have many times. We fry our chicken in olive oil. So, did you see how we were using 2 spatulas?
Teamwork.
Teamwork. And we are, I think, a pretty good team. What do you think?
I do too. Ready to do a flip?
Let's do it. Oh, look at that.
Good.
That's beautiful. Oh, look at
Looking
that.
pretty?
Oh, and the hits just keep on coming.
Perfect.
Look at that.
Ooh, those look so good.
Now, you don't want these like fried all the way through. You could probably deep fry these. They might come apart if your oil's too hot. But this right here, you want it a little bit soft in the middle.
Mashed potatoes in the middle.
And I got the one little thing at the end.
I know you do.
It's just unbelievable. Those farmer, I think those are ready.
All right.
All right, now what we're gonna do is take those and put them in the oven on warm, let them continue to cook a little bit. And then we got the next yummy thing coming. I think you could live on potatoes. I really do.
I could live on potatoes.
So I want you to have that first bite. I want you to get your little sour cream on there.
That sour cream, that's a great.
Just remember that there's cheese.
Oh wow.
And everything that you like in there. I bet you're gonna dig it deeply. What do you think?
There's so many wonderful flavors in that. That is delicious. And I can taste the cheese in it. Oh, did yourself on that too.